Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nightbane, where things get a little more creepy than usual. But first, some lovely announcements. Hey! So, tomorrow, basic one that we're going to get into is Tales of Andrea. As always, at 3 MDT. Come on by and listen to me talk repeatedly with a bunch of other people as they take on the personas of different people, like we're doing today. Yay! Other than that, there aren't really any announcements. So,
Cool.
shall we hand it over to the DM of the day?
Yay. Well, welcome everybody. We are starting a Nightbane campaign. For those of you who might not be too familiar with it, it is one of the sub-game campaign types from the Palladium system. Maybe you've heard of Rifts, or Heroes Unlimited, or Robotech, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They all come from the Palladium system. This is called Nightbane. It's a little bit more on the macabre side. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a campaign system that's only driven for horror. The only thing that makes it a little bit more horrific is the characters that are played. In the way the Palladium or the way the Nightbane system works, it's easiest just to think of Earth. We are on Earth. Up to a point, Earth is as Earth as you knew it. And then an event occurred, which in Nightbane lore is called the Dark Day. The Dark Day, for our purposes, and this can float, this isn't straight out of the book, but for our purposes, it happened on March 6th of 2020 at 6:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So basically, I'm using the Dark Day as a replacement for approximately the start of COVID. COVID did not happen in this Earth. The Dark Day did. But what happened was, at that moment, 6:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the entire planet was enveloped in an unnatural darkness for 24 hours. It was global. It was pure darkness. There were no stars, no moon, no sun if it should have been sun out at the time. No clouds. It was just Earth got blanketed in darkness. And of course, you can kind of expect that if that was to happen on Earth today, it would cause a panic. People, panic broke out, riots broke out. Everyone reacted according to, what they believed. Some believed, invasions. Some believed that this was the apocalypse, the end of the world. If you're a religious type, it was all over the board. The National Guard, the military, and those were a little slow to react because, of course, it was definitely 100% unexpected. And they were a little freaked out as well and getting them mobilized. They really didn't get mobilized till it took them about 6 hours to get mobilized and try and start calming the world down. And then exactly 24 hours later, so on March 7th at 6:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, everything went back to normal. The sky came back. If it was supposed to be daylight, it was daylight. If it was night, you saw the moon, stars, everything came back. And a lot of people rejoiced and thought maybe that was a warning. Again, it went according to beliefs. But for most, there were some changes that people started noticing. One of the things that was, you could say, a benefit, or most people viewed as a benefit, was during this period of the Dark Day, the governments of the world banded together to try and help stabilize and everything. And that cooperation continued after the Dark Day finished. There really was no fighting anymore between governments. It was a little eerie because there was, centuries of fighting and hatred just seemed to vanish. And you really couldn't just say it was just because of the Dark Day, but all the governments of the world all of a sudden just got along really well with each other in a spirit of cooperation, which, is a good thing, unless it's not a good thing. We'll let you decide. A couple other things was there were a lot of rumors and hoaxes that came out of the Dark Day and still persist. One is, of course, the existence of actual monsters. Now, a lot of people and the government are saying those were just hoaxes, people playing stunts, taking advantage of the situation. And a unique fact that came out of that kind of gives credence to that theory is there was never any monster bodies found worldwide. So, it kind of tends to make people believe it was a hoax. And also, people were hysterical. They were freaking out. It's easy to imagine things happening. Also, rumors of vampires surfaced, rumors of aliens, because people thought there was an alien invasion going on, robots, beings of light, monsters of darkness, the whole gambit. But a lot of these things kept coming up. And even though there is no proof to any of it, no bodies, no proof, no video, there just seems to be too many of these reports globally to totally discount, depending on your beliefs. So that's the general knowledge of the world for people in the U.S., and it actually happened worldwide, but depending on the governments. But it's easier to explain with the U.S. government. Congress quickly dissolved all of the alphabet agencies. So the FBI, the CIA, whatever. I don't know them all. There's a ton. But they disbanded all of them and formed a single agency, which is known as the NSB, the National Security Bureau. And they handle everything now. And that's general knowledge to the world. Now, that catches everybody up on general knowledge of the world and what the world is kind of like today. People are trying to get back going on with their normal lives. But people do believe different things, depending on the reports or depending if something happened locally. What happened as far as characters or the campaign-wise goes is in the human population, the Dark Day spawned a change. It wasn't many, maybe a few 100,000 globally, but some of the humans changed, became what you would call monsters. Now, the range of this change varies greatly. There are some who we classify as Nightbane, who, from looking at them, you couldn't tell that they were anything but a human. For others, the changes can be very, very dramatic and horrifying. Now, the change is a physical change. It does not change the person or their attitudes, technically. So there are good Nightbane, evil Nightbane, Nightbane that want to save the world, Nightbane that want to burn the world. Yeah. We leave that up to the characters. So to start with, as an introduction, I am going to have them describe and give a little bit of backstory of the characters we currently have in our group here. So we'll start with JP.
Oh, snap! Right. Yeah, so I am playing a character, Peyton Cook. I go by Cook. Roughly about 5'10-ish, wearing average type clothes, trying to blend in, but still happening to purchase a little bit higher end tier of clothes, which is just a pain in the wallet. I've got muddy type brown coloured hair. There's a couple of grey flecks in there. At this point, I probably haven't seen a barber in a while. So, scruffing a beard, not as big as this one, probably closer to what Von's got currently. I look very gaunt, very skinny, semi-skeletal. I'm a little eerie to look at. And yeah, I'll leave as far as where he's from and such. We'll just let that come out.
And that is your facade form.
That is my facade form.
Which, I didn't clarify that for the viewers. Nightbane have two forms. One is called facade, which is basically their human form. What they were in human form before this all happened can change a little bit. And then the other form is called the Morphous form. And the Morphous form is the horror form. And most Nightbane do view the Morphous form as their true form. And the facade is their hiding form. So, JP, what's your Morphous form look like?
Oh, I look like a big, scary, naked mole rat. I've got dark, set-in eyes that look like they have a bit more pupils than they should. Very skinny. I'm naked in skin, so like no furs, and I look like a rodent of sorts. Still some humanoid facial features. Very sharp teeth. Very terrifying scream. And very long claws. And a little bit taller as well when I'm in my form. I think I'm at like 6'2", 6'3", something like that. So I gain a few inches.
Okay. And Vaughn.
I am playing. Sorry, saw what Zelda said in the chat. I am playing a Nightbane known as Maximus. Despite his name, he is actually quite German. He's from the Black Mountains in Germany, and when I say from the Black Mountains, I mean literally from the mountains themselves, like in the forest. Rather, I mean the Black Forest in Germany, from the forest itself. He was raised basically away from people, but modern world, so he's been around. He made his way over to the US because he thought the dark day was caused by the US, but everyone is wrong about something. But yeah, he's a very tall individual. He's like, how tall did I say he was? I don't remember how tall I said he was, but he's like 6'6", almost 6'7", almost, and then he takes on his Morphous form. He does also have a big beard and black hair. So think Mountain Man, big, thick, strong individual.
Swap
when
beards.
he takes on his what?
Swap beards.
Yeah, swap beards. Though he does not have that mustache.
No.
Long beard, not the mustache. When he takes on his Morphous form, though, which for him he considers his true form. He believes that when he looks like a human, that's just him being fake. When he takes on his Morphous form, though, he looks like a very massive, horrifying to look at werewolf. His maw is just a big, massive, toothy maw that just looks like it would eat and rip through anything he bites down into. And his eyes glow. They're like headlights when he looks around. And he is horrifying to look at. He's huge. But yeah, he's basically a big werewolf. And not a good boy, though. He's a big, scary, bad boy. He also hates humans. Just to put it out there, he does not like humans.
Okay. Cool. A little bit more information for our viewers. Unlike some campaigns, for this campaign, we use Google Maps heavily because since we are playing on basically a parallel Earth and we're not too far in the future yet, we can get away with using Google Maps. And as we go through the campaign and as we name locations, we will throw the coordinates, the GPS coordinates, into the chat so that you can follow along on Google Maps if you wish. Also want to just throw out a disclaimer really fast, just so everyone knows. This is a fictitious Earth. So if we happen to be in your favorite town and call people some names or destroy your favorite sub shop or a coffee shop, it's nothing against the real world people or versions there. We're just playing in a fictitious world that happens to look identical to what's in Google Maps. So please don't take offense if we destroy something or call some police force idiots. Great. So now let's catch up to the campaign setting itself. We did do a small session off the side just so that the characters and the players could get used to the system.
We were very, very stupid.
They did definitely learn some things. Basically, that the NSB are not paper dolls to play with. Right now, they are close by Durango, Colorado. And coordinates are coming soon for where they're currently at.
Good old Lily.
They were met up in Colorado, where the two finally met each other in the mountains. Nightbane have instinctively learned to hide, or they don't live long. They have learned that the NSB, as well as possibly some other factions that they haven't run into yet, are actively hunting them to kill them. Usually no questions asked, and they don't care whose side the Nightbane is on. Just the simple fact of being Nightbane is enough to execute them. In Colorado, they did meet up with a Nightbane resistance group, let's say, a gathering of Nightbane who have gotten together basically to try and survive, which does make sense. It is easier to survive in a group as long as the group is careful. They were given a task to run down to the city of Durango, Colorado, because they had heard that some Nightbane possibly were meeting up in that city, which to the informed Nightbane is a very, very bad idea. You do not meet in cities, even something as small as Durango, Colorado. It gets noticed. But those are two valiant characters, being slightly above average even in the Nightbane world, accepted the task to go down there, try and meet up with these Nightbane if they did meet up, and get them to safety. They went down there, got down there a little early, spent some time wandering around town. Did pick up on the fact that there were NSB in the city, which is unusual for a small town in the backwaters of Colorado, but they didn't think anything of it.
Nope.
So they went to the meet, and it was a setup. It was a sting by the NSB. Now, the NSB weren't necessarily hunting anybody in particular. They just set up these things every now and then saying, "Hey, Nightbane, come meet up." And then mostly kill them, sometimes arrest them to interrogate them to see if there's others that they might have known about. But our two fearless Nightbane, who thought that they were king of the world, went into that and set off the trap. There were quite a few. There were 3 NSB agents playing in the room. They met in a motel room. They were playing Nightbane, so to say, in human form. And then some other agents showed up as soon as the trap was sprung, and it really did not look like a very good situation. And in all truth, they should have died. But they had some incredible luck on their side, some incredible malfunctions on the agent's side, and they did end up getting away.
Yeah.
Should not have happened. It was a fluke of luck, but hey, that's the way the dice roll sometimes.
Yeah, the head agent actually killed some of his friends.
Yeah. They killed some of their own friends. So,
They killed a lot of their own friends.
yeah, that was a bad weapon explosion.
It was very bad for them.
So after, and this is what was at the Motel Durango in town, right by the events center
And the high school.
and the high school. The river seemed like a very close escape to them. So, the Animus River, they, being very badly wounded, jumped in the river and floated downstream to the location they're currently at. It was the first location that I could determine. Technically, didn't have any city around, and it had a good little island for them in the middle of the river to get out of and to take stock of their situation and figure out where to go from here. My first question to the group, to you guys, is when you were in the river, since it is August, and yeah, for the viewers, it is currently August 222. I don't have
24th?
that sheet. 24th? Okay.
Yep.
August 24th. We just need to figure out the exact time. Did you float down the river or did you try to swim?
Probably a little bit of both.
Swimming at first while inside the city primarily, but then eventually dying off to a casual float.
Okay. So we shall say that it is actually 4 a.m. because you are, as far as river mileage is concerned, you are 8 miles from where you were. So that took you a little time to float, swim down there, while, of course, not trying to splash around and draw attention to yourselves, because even though it is the middle of the night, there's a good possibility somebody was looking for you. So you find yourself on this island in the middle of the river, 4 a.m. What are your thoughts? What are you going to do? You want to go back up and go for round 2?
No. Maximus will shake off and then reduce back down to human facade, and then facade, and then put his clothes back on, strap on his pack, and look over at Cook and say, all right, we need to find little ones, and we need to inform them of problem. And I must warn the viewers, my German accent turns Russian all the time, so I apologize if I keep switching between the two. Anyway.
Cook's just laying there on the little bay area. His back on the ground, staring up at the stars.
We don't have much time. Maximus pokes Cook with his foot.
Alright. He just leans over, gets on his knees, and stands up. Alright then. This is your awful idea. You guide the way.
Awful idea. It was good idea, just not expected. So Maximus wades across the river to the west. And
Aren't they east?
starts. Yeah, they're east, but
Last time you saw them, they were northeast. Yeah.
yeah, but the mountains are to the west,
And that is true.
and
We're
the
gonna
mountains are
have to
easier to get lost
cross
in.
things. Oh, that's not
Yeah.
too bad. It's an airport. Highland helicopters.
That's an airport.
That's an airport immediately to our west.
Yes,
it is an
there
airport.
definitely is some buildings.
Yeah, well, we're not going to the buildings. We're going to go around below them.
Follow the river for a moment and then go over.
Oh, I need perception.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Let's see if I
I
can
didn't
remember.
realize it was that close.
The airport. Yeah,
Yes.
like right there. How do you roll perception again? Just a d20.
Roll a
D20 plus
D20.
any modifiers.
First roll. First roll.
How is the campaign gonna go?
Oh. That's a solid 11 for me.
I got an 18.
Yeah.
Well, this is an easy one. You can't see them, but you hear a familiar sound. The choppers in the area.
Delightful.
You don't see any searchlights, but yeah, you don't know you're actually close to that airport, but that's where they are staging their search from.
Oh God.
Yeah, we need to go east.
Does the sound of I mean, obviously it's going to be a yes, but as we get closer to the airport, because Maximus is set on going to the mountains, but as we get closer to the airport, they do start to get louder, don't they?
If you make your way across the river and start going that direction, you're definitely going to see the louder. There are multiple. They have their searchlights.
Oh yeah, no, we're turning around and going back to the east. No, Cook's right. We can't go that way.
So the whole time just mumbling like, you guys gotta realize we're getting closer. We're getting closer. It's not a good idea. Yep, there's a searchlight. There's another one. And there's a helicopter. And there's one. All right, now he's turning around. Great. There we go.
Now I get to do my first roll. You're still far enough away. Did not detect you yet. So you're going to head east. Where are you going to head to? Cross the river again?
Yeah, across the river again, and then this is about when Maximus starts losing a lot of his ability to really function, because the further east you go, the more populated it gets. Like, you get into fields and stuff, and I do not like to open.
Well, you could always try south. There are multiple directions here you can go.
South is counterproductive. They were heading north last week.
How do you know they were heading north?
Didn't she say? Well, no, she didn't actually say which way they were
She
going.
did not give you any direction.
It was an assumption.
Well,
Maximus assumes they're heading north.
We should, I'm gonna pull out my little GPS device and examine it.
By the way, we are still moving as this is going.
Yes.
Up until we reach Highway 55. When we see that road, Maximus is going to pause.
I'm gonna look at the coordinates. Hopefully remember where we met them. How far away are we currently from where we met them?
It was about 40 some miles, 41 miles.
41 miles? Okay.
Yeah, it was almost exactly 41 miles.
Yeah.
Roughly how many people were in the camp?
100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. that you saw. About an even dozen, you think?
An even dozen.
Not counting Brittany.
Yeah, from my calculation, it was anywhere from 8 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
As we're kind of walking along, when we get up to the highway, you know, hey, Maxie boy, how fast?
Maximus turns around and glares at Cook.
How fast do you think a group of 12 or so individuals could move?
Depends on the slowest of them.
That's true.
Carrying a broken down compound.
I think.
Not fast.
I think we could catch up to them if we so desired. All we have to do is head back up that way. It's about 40 miles. A little bit over a day. It couldn't be too far from where they encamped. Then again, that agent was there, so the NSB probably does know that their agent's dead at this point. Might not want to get too close.
This is why I wanted to go west.
Well, which is
Not
west
east.
was not possible at that time. What if we go south for a hot minute here? And cross over again a little farther south of the airport, get to the mountains, and then head north.
Maximus makes to sniff the air and then realizes he's not in his true form and goes, yes, this seems like a smart idea.
It takes longer. We'll be on the road for a bit longer. That's alright though, I'm fine with a good walk. Besides, there's two of us.
We are not taking highway.
No, we're not. I almost just slipped into one of those accents too. No, we're not. We're not taking the highway. Don't worry. Gosh, I'm not that stupid. We're fast, but we're not as fast as them cars. Maybe that dude was. Motorcycle, but we should get moving. We should go and walk and talk,
Yes.
I suppose. Why? Damn it, though. It's getting close to daylight.
Maximus starts walking south mostly, but there's like these trees that seem to go along this ridge here.
Mm-hmm.
They're close to the highway for a brief period, and then they head a little west before they come back up to the Animus River. That's what Maximus is sticking in, essentially. Heading
Okay.
south. And
follow
avoiding people.
The tree line. Avoiding people shouldn't. Well, okay. Avoiding normal people shouldn't be a problem at this time of day.
Yeah.
Avoiding people who are
Okay.
flying around in helicopters making lots of noise.
Yeah. Slightly different.
But you do see, you're walking. I assume you're not like frantically running.
No.
But carefully
no.
making your way through the trees and everything. You're
Yeah.
going to notice after some time that a good majority of the helicopters in the search do seem to be going north towards the main portion of the city. You yet have to hear any of them actually going south.
Oh, looks like we're heading
So-
the right way.
As you head south, you're
This
going to-
actually causes Maximus's hackles to rise ever so slightly, just so you know. So he's being extra careful now.
Cook's relaxing a bit.
to what point do you want to go before you try crossing and going back west?
So there's this part where the Animus River almost reaches Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road.
He's not kidding.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
actually Rainbow Road too.
That's the name of the
That's what
road
it's
that's
called,
right
yeah.
there.
Just above Bison Creek.
Yeah, just above Bison
Or
Creek.
Basin Creek. Wow.
Basin?
I
I
said
just
bison.
copied what you said.
What?
Basin Creek.
How
It's
far
a
are you
little-
guys?
little south. From
Yeah,
the
it's a bit
original
south.
location you had us at.
Yeah.
Well, we were at.
I must be.
It-
Gotcha. Rainbow Road. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Right by
probably
that
rough-
house.
Yeah, I mean, not right there. It would be closer to the house on the east side. But before we reach the house on the east side,
Uh-huh.
Maximus would cross over.
Okay.
To the west side. And this is a hairy place to be, Cook.
Uh-huh. You know what? While we're just hopping and getting to the river, I'm gonna test how deep it is. Well, you mind getting wet again?
Maximus looks at Cook and starts peeling his clothes off again.
We could just float down. Follow the river for a bit longer.
It would help mask scent.
Yeah, sure would. Now we've kind of thrown them astray, though, kind of, throwing our scent up that way. That turns out, maybe that was a good idea. Yeah, let's hop back in the river. That's easier. Far more cover than sitting walking around on that open field over there.
This is agreeable.
So instead of walking down the tree line, you're just gonna float down the river
Yeah.
to that point.
Yeah.
Let me get some
Just gonna follow the river.
river
that sounds
distances.
like a good idea. Still
Do you want to
scary.
still
That
cross
is-
at the same point, or do you
No.
There's a- point where it gets
Well-
really close to 213?
Yeah,
It goes
they could
under
probably-
214.
Well, we're at Basin
We
Creek.
might want to get off. Where's Basin Creek? Hold on, let me find that.
Basin Creek's around the
Yeah,
bend.
right at
I mean,
Basin
there's no houses by it. It's closest to the mountains.
Oh, I don't see Basin Creek.
It's
There's that
no.
little island right before Basin Creek that's in the middle of the river that does have what looks to be like a rock bridge there.
here you go.
It's not
Lily's-
an official bridge, but it's a rock crossing that you can get across without getting wet again after you got on the island.
Lily sent coordinates.
I need these coordinates so bad. Oh. It's way higher up than I thought we were. Though, that is far better.
Are you talking about
Still
all
so-
the way down there? No.
Yeah, well, yeah, because we were following the tree line,
Oh well, yeah.
staying away from
Yeah, but we were
the
up here doing that.
airport.
We were still by the airport doing that. This is just down the ways of the airport, and then we can get into the mountains away from it. And then head north. Still not cutting off too much, or losing too much time.
All right,
It'll
well,
take you about an hour to get to that point.
Maximus is very wary of everything.
Yes, but an hour to that
Not
point,
terribly
not
fond of
including not including the time that we've spent wandering around, that means it's past 5 a.m. It's getting to daylight soon. We don't want to be floating down the river in daylight.
Yay, perception. Are you at the island?
When we get there, yeah.
Yeah.
19.
14.
Sounds like maybe a chopper's coming your way.
We gotta get in cover.
Yes. Maximus will move to the trees nearby and activate the shroud.
I'm gonna join, be in the shroud, but still, while in it, try to hide. What would that be called?
First off, so we just got out of the river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Still naked, turns into Morphus, dives into tree line, activates the shroud.
Okay.
And we haven't had a chance to rest up and get any PPE back, so.
PPE, no, but our health should be regened by now.
Yeah. Your health's back. Okay. You definitely hear the chopper. And you're lucky they do not have a tracker on board. So they're relying on thermals,
Oh, not
which
good.
the shroud will hide you from.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I was about
So,
to appeal, we were just in a freezing river.
no, your shroud will hide you from thermals. They pass, and you can tell they are following the river.
All right. So once they give a good distance away, about how long does it take for them to pass over and get a good distance away?
They are being very meticulous. They are only moving at 2 miles an hour.
What would you
Practically hovering, moving downriver. So, I mean, it's still a good clip. Yeah, I think in about 30 minutes you'd be safe.
How long before we know they're over us and they won't be seeing us if they pass?
30 minutes.
But we still shouldn't move because I don't have enough PPE to keep my shroud up for 30 minutes.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
How long can you keep it up?
Well, at the moment, I can keep it up for 18.
18, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That seems like, about the time they'd be right on top of you. But
yeah, that's why I'm saying I'd plan it so that the moment I would think they'd be able to see us, it would be active, and then
okay. 18 minutes
even though
will
they
do.
won't.
If you do it like that, you'll be fine on 18 minutes.
Okay. That is actually going to be about 17 minutes, though, because I would end up dropping it because I know I don't have much time, and then reactivating it, so.
But like I said, they have no tracker on board, which you don't know what that is even.
No.
Nope.
You happen to be shrouded when they looked in your area 3 times, so you got away with it, and they are downriver enough now. And you are practically out of PPE. Why don't I also, just for the benefit of viewers, read Shroud?
Oh, right. I will read Shroud. Shroud. This powerful talent enables a Nightbane to become invisible and noiseless to both the normal vision and senses, as well as to electronic devices like cameras, motion detectors, heat sensors, etc. This ability can be used selectively, enabling some people to see the character while others can't. Vengeful Nightbane have been known to drive a human insane by pursuing him in plain sight, invisible to everyone else. The victim's cries for help would be useless, for nobody else can see the monster threatening him. The power is very expensive to maintain for long periods of time. 10 PPE for each minute, by the way. Also, the moment the Nightbane attacks anybody, he can threaten, scream, or make gestures all he wants. The talent stops working, and he becomes visible for all to see. Likewise, a Nightbane actively engaged in combat or other activities, or standing in plain sight, cannot activate this talent to disappear. First, he must get out of sight. Limitations usable only by the Morphus, thus the reason why Maximus turned into his Morphus. It costs 12 PPE to acquire permanently. Oh, and 10 PPE to activate permanent each minute in effect. So I do actually
Cool.
have 18 minutes, not
So
17.
that is why it did protect him from thermal sensors. And I added a little benefit of saying that you could cover a friend. It specifically doesn't say that, but
I mean, I'm
for this
thinking that it
purpose.
would stand under me, but I don't know if it would see through me at that point.
Yeah.
I would just roll around in the mud and pull the Terminator move. Or Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger, same actor.
Predator. But anyway.
Predator, yeah, the Predator move.
So, you're in that clump of trees yet? Gotta cross the road.
Yes, we would like to cut. Well, first off, at this point, once they are safely away, I'm going to turn back into my human form, put my clothes back on, and then look at Cook and say, "We need to move, and we need to move swiftly and quietly."
Alright. Oh, that's the wrong voice. Alrighty then. It's gonna be hard to do. I'm going to be a good boy and look both ways down either side of the road and then just book it.
Well, let's see.
Make sure there's no one going down the road, make sure there's no one in the sky, and then start running for tree cover.
This is gonna be fun. So, you look down the road, say south first, looks clear, look back north, towards town, you see headlights.
Oop. I don't run. I wait for the car to go.
You go in and cover again?
Yeah. Staying in cover.
Yeah.
There's a nice little clump of trees right here.
Yeah.
That hopefully keeps us covered.
Roll perceptions.
Alrighty, die, you're serving me well so far. You traitor. 7.
Vaughn?
18.
Okay. Vaughn might be able to cover you. As the headlights are approaching, and Vaughn has been in the wild enough to know and time things out, they seem to be moving slowly.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
They're not a speeding car, and it looks like to be a heavy-set military type truck vehicle based on its headlights. Not a
Do we
little
see
Sportster.
Do we see a tight beam?
A tight
Like
beam?
a beam of light just
No
scanning
searches,
the road?
no searches, but the vehicle is moving slowly. You know, slowly for a vehicle. Maybe I would say that makes sense. A little over 20 miles an hour.
We cannot stay here, Cook. We need to move now.
I'm just gonna look at this. You know what? You take the lead. I'll just follow you. I reckon that's a good idea.
All right. Instead of crossing the road immediately, and Maximus is going to run full speed. He's going to run down to the edge of the clump of trees, and then cross the road towards the closest grouping of trees he can see. And he's going to continue to run, hoping Cook keeps up until he is in a group of trees and away from the road. Oh yeah.
Cook will keep up.
Easily faster than Maximus. Does Maximus know that? Not particularly.
Nah. Cook did all the cooking, not
Okay.
the hunting.
Yeah.
So you bolt across the road, thick in the trees till you get
Around the bend.
Yeah.
Around the bend?
I mean, it's not really a bend, but
like as soon as the headlights kind of break line of sight, do it.
Come on.
And that's how they all died.
Yep. Can't believe it. We crossed the road.
Now you know why the chicken crossed the road. No. And you're muted.
I was muted, yes.
That was actually the joke that Zeldelf gave. That is now Maximus's favorite joke. Why did the Nightbane cross the road?
Get to the mountains.
Because there were mountains on the other side. All right.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of another joke.
Where were we?
So you crossed the road, you started making a run for it towards the
Right.
mountains, and I was just trying to figure out how far you were going to get. I took the liberty, I threw some coordinates up. If you want to, in notes, if you want to transfer them to chat. But I'm going to say you're going to get to about there, and it's going to be about 8 o'clock, and I don't know if you want to push it any farther during daylight hours. But that's good mountainous terrain.
Oh. Why is it not grabbing the right coordinates? Cease and desist.
Did I hold it? Guess that's not the right coordinates.
Oh yeah, that's just the same as the ones above them. I didn't even notice that. There's more numbers. Clearly it's bigger, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those were the same ones as the ones right above. Almost. Very.
Well,
No, they are
yeah.
different a little bit.
By 0.0 something.
Minutely, yeah.
But it's not taking me on the map to where I want you to be. Try. Ah, that's the problem. It doesn't want to copy them right. It didn't copy them right. It copied where you were at the river. Try those coordinates.
Aha.
Aha, that works.
Is that not the river again?
No, it's not.
No.
Oh. Oh. No, it's way off. Okay, yeah. No, that's about where I thought we would be getting to anyway.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's about 8 o'clock now, a.m. It's getting pretty bright out. You're in the mountains. Is this where you want to try and make camp? Or do you want to push on?
I'm gonna look over at Cook and give him a look up and down. How are you doing?
I'm at a single piece. So it would probably be a good idea to take a little rest. But at the same time, that's a bit risky. I think we might still be a little too close.
Yes, indeed. We need to
Pity you don't
find
have a
good cover.
burrowing. Can you burrow?
Maximus is gonna look at Cook like he's slightly insane. No.
I'll take that as no. Yep. That's what I thought. I can't either. Good, nice and shaded spot. I don't know.
It's, if you look at the map, once you leave this ridge, you're going to have some pretty open terrain, couple of major roads either direction to cross during daylight before you get back to mountains. I definitely agree, you're really close still to town as far as the search goes, but it's going to be your guys' choice if you want to risk crossing that in daylight.
Nope. Hard pass.
No. Yeah, that's not going to be a good idea to cross in daylight, and I'm not seeing a
Yeah.
good alternative right now.
Well, yeah. You could head south again, but really follow the ridge south, but that just takes you south.
Yeah. I'm thinking more stay off the ridge and move down a little to that cropping of that thicker cropping of trees that are just south of the coordinates you gave us.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, I figured general areas where you're at. So
Yeah.
if you want to be a little bit south in that clump of trees, that's fine.
Yeah, probably get some rest in that clump of trees during the day and then take off at night.
Yeah. Because that clump of trees gives us some cover.
Are how far south are you looking for your clump of trees? Are you looking at actually Box Canyon south, or
I don't see Box Canyon.
you scroll down south from
Oh
where
no,
you're at?
that's too far
That
south.
that's
Yeah.
a really good clump of trees, but okay, you're just looking at that one that's
Literally right below the mark you gave. It's
yeah.
because I figured
We
out how to do that.
we can get in the trees.
There.
Okay. You're in the trees. And what kind of rotation you want to do? Who's first?
If I recall correctly, during the reverse of sleep cycles, Maximus had a little problem, little issue, getting the sleep cycle completely reversed.
No, I
So we
was
might be.
interrupted by someone.
Yeah, but then you got that adrenaline high.
Uh-huh.
You both did. Fleeing for your lives.
Yeah.
Barely getting out of that fight alive. You were pumped.
I don't think falling asleep is going to be very much of a problem.
Yeah, I think Cook would offer to stay up first.
I will take you up on offer, and Maximus will find a nice shaded, easily covered spot lay down and fall asleep.
So, what time do you guys want to try and start out again? Around 10 p.m. or
So you mean
earlier?
switch?
No,
Sorry.
what time? I'm trying to figure out what time do you want to start moving again, so I can figure out how much time you guys got to split.
Oh,
When it's dark.
right. Yeah, when dark reaches us.
When darkness falls.
This time of year still is going to be like 9:30ish, 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably then.
10.
Then. Uh-oh.
So you've got 14 hours. How you want to split this up?
14 hours?
Yeah. 7 and 7? Or
Oh, no. Well, yeah. No. Maybe. Yeah, 7 and 7.
Okay. That will be 2 rolls per shift for possibilities. Possibilities are endless. I like these dice. They rolled really high or really
Hello,
low.
golden snitch.
What
Let's
is
give me a good roll twice in a row. I'm looking for a natty 20 boy. All right, well that's half the value. So a total of 13 for the first roll.
Nothing happens.
For the second, doing great, double the value. Fuck you. That would be a natty 1 for a total of 4.
Natty one. I think I have a table for that.
Oh, snap.
You fell asleep.
That would make sense. That would make sense. Yeah. In a tree, falling asleep, nice and peaceful.
Nice and
Happy as
peaceful.
could be.
Nothing happens. Let's see here. That was on your second part of the watch, so we'll say about 1 o'clock that happened. I will let you give me a I am gonna say roll under your ME
Under my ME.
on a die 20.
Okay. Got about a 60% chance here. Or just 55. I rolled 14.
That's
That's
not
above
under
my.
your.
Yeah. That'll
So
done as well for me.
8 hours later,
Or would he wake up?
we'll get to that.
Okay.
You fell asleep,
You.
and you're not going to wake up for another 8 hours
Yep.
unless you woken up, which would be about 9 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, Fawn. Let's see here. How we want to do this? I'm going to say you're very tired, so roll under half your ME at 3 o'clock. So you have a 15. So
That's you, Vaughn.
roll under an 8.
I got a 6.
You wake up actually at 3 o'clock.
Whew. That
Like,
was close.
Oh. And of course, you find
Just as we
Cook's
planned.
sleeping.
Is he in a comfortable position?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
will leave
comfortable.
And then I will take my clothes off, put them in my bag, and turn into my true form. And
Okay.
take up watch, staying in as much cover as is possible for a 12-foot tall wolf.
Yeah. For a sighting of Bigfoot. Yeah. First perception. First encounter roll.
All right, and here's where you
Ooh.
guys get to see why it is that I changed forms.
Here we go. This is the end.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
We're all
Got a total
You
of
rolled
4.
a 2.
Total of 4. That's it.
Cook
Okay.
and Nifty gonna pass away.
How are we going to do this? Okay. You definitely rolled an encounter. Let's see how many.
Oh.
Oh, talk about lucky. Minimum.
I'm
Vaughn,
not ready for this.
you are surrounded
Bye.
by 3 wolves.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's okay.
Okay, hold on a sec. Animal magnetism.
Hmm. You've got an ability for this.
Read it.
Yeah, I gotta find it quickly. It's what is it under? Forms and shapes. Unearthly beauty. Animal magnetism. The Nightbane's PBNMA are increased by 8. Not only is her morphous incredibly beautiful, it radiates charisma. This is a mixed blessing, however, for the attraction of characters exerts the attraction the character exerts cannot be turned off. This can lead to a number of distractions, annoyances, and even hazards as long as strangers make advances towards the character or try to force their affection on him/her. So, I mean, it's not specifically animals, but it does give me essentially a charismatic boost.
Yeah, you have a charismatic boost, and the wolves don't care.
No, they do not. But I am a big wolf, and they are small.
You look good. Yeah, that's why they really aren't very happy with you. There's a big wolf in their area.
Yep.
I'm sure you can handle this yourself, Maximus.
Initiative, yep.
Good luck.
How do I roll initiative again?
D20 plus any initiative bonus you got.
I'm so glad I'm in Morphous
You're
form.
in Morphous, so it should be 1, yeah.
Well, it's more than 1. 16 plus 3 is 19.
Well, being in Morphous definitely helps. You go first.
Awesome.
3 wolves. They're at basically triangle points around you.
Excellent. I am going to position myself over Cook so that they cannot get to Cook easily. And then I'm going to look at the biggest of the 3 wolves, and I'm going to let out the most deep, guttural, frightening growl I can while showing each and every single one of my pointed teeth. And my hackles are raised.
Okay.
Yes. Beautiful. I'm glad you chose that path of action. Give me an intimidation, which is MA, I believe. Do you have any intimidation bonuses?
Let me just
60%.
check quickly. Yes. Do I roll percentage die? That is
Percentage dice, yes.
Okay, and I have to
You
get
have to
under
roll
60?
under 60%.
Not so good. I got 97.
They must be starving.
They must be.
They were not intimidated by that. How loud was your growl?
It would have been low and deep. So
Low and
loud
deep?
enough for them to hear, but not loud enough to go very much further.
Okay. Anything else you're gonna do? That action?
I can essentially hold until one of them gets up to me and attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the defensive here. Also, what were the rules quickly on PPE regeneration?
It is.
80 per night, per long rest, essentially. I think that's what it is for the
Yeah.
game.
It's 10 hours. 10 per hour of sleeping.
Okay, and I just slept
So
for
if you
7.
did 7, so you got 70 back.
Okay. Oh, I can do math. I promise you guys, I know how to do math. Okay.
They all three are attacking simultaneously in pack formation. Pack coordinated attack.
Excellent, excellent. And just so you know, when I do an attack, it's targeting the biggest of the 3.
There is no biggest. They're all three the same.
Oh, well, then they're all 3 gonna die.
Weird.
These aren't alphas, they're just starving wolves.
They're
Ugh.
just starving wolves
Eh,
that you couldn't intimidate away, unfortunately.
unfortunately.
You don't have any AR, right? So
No, not in Morphous form.
first one hits. Do you wish to auto parry?
Yes, definitely. I gotta remember how to do
Beat.
that.
You roll to beat their hit, which is a 10.
So I gotta roll above a 10 on a d20.
Roll above a 10 with your parry bonus.
Oh, cool. I beat it.
Okay. Second one hits with a 9.
Oh. Free on this one. They hit with a 9. I parry with a 12.
And the third one. Another 9. Well, we're not using that dice anymore.
It's very difficult
Put it
for me
away.
to not parry a 9. I have to roll a 1 in order to not parry a 9. Because while in Morphous form,
Well,
my
roll
parry
that
dodge
1.
is 8. I got a 15 on this third one.
Okay.
Well,
So-
15 on the die, so
They all three attacked. You parried all three attacks easily.
easily.
Your turn.
All right, so they're
They're
all
all three within range.
Yeah, they're all 3 equally within range. I'm gonna eeny, meeny, miny, mo, get bored of that very quickly, just grab one and chomp. Well, not grab, but chomp one. Let's see. That is a 20 to hit.
Natural?
Not natural.
Okay. You hit. They have no
Oh.
AR either. So all you have to do is roll above a 4.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect. Yeah, oversized
Roll
carny
above
mouth.
a 4 with no bonus. But yes.
Yeah, roll above a 4 with no bonus. Excellent. Yeah, so that is a 96 points of damage.
You chopped him in half. He's dead.
Yeah. I rolled a couple 6s on that, so that one's dead.
Great. One down. Do the others break?
Yeah, that was 35 rolled.
And they do not.
Wow,
They must
are
be
really
really
hungry.
starving. So you got 2 attacking you.
All right.
16.
I parry.
14.
I actually might not parry that one. Yeah, I actually did not parry that one.
5 points.
Ow. All right, I'm going to bite the one that just did 5 points of damage to me. That is a 19 to hit. Oh, yeah. You said just roll above a 4 on the dice and you hit.
As long as you roll above a 4 on a dice, you'll hit.
Yeah. So there's that. There's that. We'll grab these. Let's just... yeah, let's roll
Normal,
these dice.
standard, everyday wolves. Not a threat to a Nightbane, really.
These are not agents.
Yeah, they're NSP wolves. No.
I got 35 again. Damage.
35 damage.
Yeah.
It's dead.
All right. One wolf left.
Unbelievable.
Still
He
going
does
at
not
it?
run. Yeah. He got a 9.
Yeah, I just got to roll one. Or not roll one, I mean.
Yes, you
I
need
did
to roll
not
a 1.
roll a 1.
You parried. Your attack.
That is... oh, that's not actually all that great of a roll. 11.
Did you roll above a 4?
Oh, I rolled exactly a 4.
You missed.
All right, there you go.
Come on, Wolfie. Get some sense in you. He runs.
He runs? Okay. I'm letting him run.
Okay.
It's just a wolf. I'm not worried about
It's
it.
just a wolf. But
However,
you have 2 dead wolves' carcasses in front of you.
yeah, so
Breakfast.
I was going to say during the rest of my watch, I'm going to prepare their corpses. I'm going to...
Do you have that skill?
I mean, let me double check, but I'm a woodsman, so I hope so. I can cook hunted animals. I can skin animals. Perfect.
Okay. Give me your rolls.
Awesome, awesome. I don't actually know what I'm supposed to be rolling under, though. Because all I have is
You
plus
didn't.
5 here.
Oh, you didn't write enough down then.
No.
Skills. Let's see here. Skin animals is in wilderness.
Yeah.
Skin
I think
animals.
this is the one that I had failed on. Dun dun dun. Oh, wilderness.
Let's see here. It's 30% plus 5 per level of experience, so it's another 25. Would be 55 plus your 5 is from something. I don't know what would be. You'd have to roll under a 60.
Let's just put 60 there. Because these all should be the same. And so I did wilderness survival correctly, but I didn't update those ones. All right, well, I got a 6. So do I have to roll for each wolf for the skinning? I'm not going to
No.
cook them yet. No? Okay,
No.
perfect. So I skin both the wolves.
Great. So while you're skinning them, does that mean you're not watching anything anymore?
No, I wanted to take, like, actively be watching more than skinning, but still skin the wolves.
Give me your perception. So you have one more encounter to get through.
Unfortunately, I am now in my fake form, so 17.
Unbelievable. 17. Well, that's good. So, you know that wolf that ran away?
It came back, didn't it?
He got the rest of the pack.
Oh. Do I hear them before they come
Oh,
up
and he
to
comes
us?
back with maximum. It went from minimum to maximum.
All right.
Those poor wolves.
Do I hear them first?
You hear them first.
All right, it's I turn into my Morphus. I did not get dressed during all of this, by the way. My character spends quite a lot of time naked.
Okay.
I'm sure Cook doesn't care. But anyway,
He doesn't give a damn. Yeah, he's fine with that. He doesn't care.
yeah, I turn into my Morphus, and the moment the wolves return, obviously there's a bunch of blood everywhere, viscera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know they're not going to try and run away, so I'm just going to attack. So initiative, I take it.
Newness. Yep.
Oh gods, they're going to go before me this time. 6.
Well, they're going first.
I took too much time turning into my Morphus.
There are 8 of them, and now you do see a big one.
Oh yeah, he's going to be my first target.
It just seems like auto parrying 8 wolves is a little OP.
8 at the same time. The question is, if they do fight in pack tactics, do I only have one parry against the whole pack then?
No.
Oh.
They're rolling individually to attack, so you're going to have to roll individually to parry them. But luckily, you have a martial arts skill that allows you to.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So only 6 hit, 2 missed, and 1 missed critically.
Ooh.
How does the wolf miss critically?
Tripped
Bites
over his
leg
own
off.
paws.
I really don't have a table for critical miss for a wolf. So we'll roll on the table and see if it applies. Oh, I need that up. Why didn't I not have that up? This is just wolf. This is just such a simple thing. And yet, why? Huh. I lost it. I don't have my bookmark's gone.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I just was looking at it yesterday. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh, well, we'll just say he missed and continue. He bit his tongue. He yaps a little bit. So you've got 3 rolls to parry. We'll start with the lowest is A5. The lowest he could roll to actually hit.
Oh, yep. I got a 10 for parry.
Okay, you got 2 7s.
First one is a 20 dirty, and second one is a 22.
Got a 9.
26.
11.
This is where I'm rolling ridiculously well. 22.
13.
18.
Yet somehow managed to parry them all.
Woo!
Parrying the wolves. Okay.
I only rolled below a 10 once, and that was for the lowest roll.
So we've got 7 plus an alpha.
All right, so going for the alpha first. Maximus is going to nom him horribly Is this the same? Don't roll below a 4.
Yep.
I did not roll below a 4.
Do not roll below a 5. Technically, a 1 through 4 is a miss.
Yeah. Do not
5
roll
is the
4
hit.
or below.
Right.
So he takes. Good gods. $38 points of damage.
You rip a really good chunk out of him. He's not dead.
Oh, look at that.
You hurt
Well,
him really bad.
He'll be dead
And
next turn.
since I don't have my tables up, I'm not going to roll for over 50%
Yeah, no
of
point.
his health gone at once.
No, he's gonna be dead next turn anyway.
Okay. On the alpha. Okay. The alpha is a scaredy cat and ran.
Can he though? Because I currently have him in my grasp. Because when
Oh,
I
yeah,
bite, I
lockjaw.
don't let go, and I don't have to roll to hit again next turn.
Okay. So
Remembering
we
and
shall
going to
say, yeah. I rolled again anyhow for the rest of the pack. The rest of the pack ran. So he will. He's in your mouth. He'll attempt to hit. He hits. You have to parry a 6.
I do.
And finish chopping him in half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can not chop him in half.
Yeah, I did 20. I did
He's dead.
very little damage, but it was over 20. So yeah, I got the alpha,
He's dead.
and the rest all ran away.
The rest all ran away.
That's fine. I add the alpha to the pile of wolves that I am now skinning. And when Cook wakes up, I'm going to be covered in blood, viscera, and wolf pelts. And completely naked.
You're not going to wash up? Oh, okay.
No, not yet. There's still a lot of dirty work to do before these wolves are ready to, move. Or rather, these wolf parts are ready to move.
And yet somehow he didn't sense all that commotion. So, 10 o'clock.
I kick.
Around 9 o'clock, you do wake up, Cook.
Yep.
Do you go back to sleep for that last hour?
I'm kicking.
Because you wake up like, oh, that was a good hold it. I never woke him up. What?
Yes.
You look
Oh.
over, see him bloody, covered in wolf pelts. You might want to go back to sleep for that last hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Presumably, I wake up, think, oh crap, it's almost night. Look over and see Maximus just prowling over the guts of this wolf, and like, hey, Maxi boy.
Maximus glares over at him with a heated look.
Did you kill him?
3.
Huh. Alright. Good job. And then go back to sleep.
Okay. It's 10 o'clock. You want to wake Cook up?
I'll start cooking the wolf before I wake him up, and then I'll wake him up.
You certain? He's the cook.
I know how to cook.
I mean, yeah, but this is just a wolf. It doesn't have to be fancy.
It won't be fancy, but it won't be burnt.
I'm good at cooking wild animals.
Alright.
So what time are you gonna wake him up?
About 10:30 after I've cooked the wolves, which for cooking skill I rolled under
These
a
are all wrong.
60.
Okay.
So they should at least taste decent.
Yep. 10:30. Everybody's awake.
And you have freshly cooked wolf. A lot of it, actually, because that was three wolves.
Hop down, grab a leg, take a bite. You know, there's a sage plant just over there. You could have picked a couple of leaves and like sprinkled it over top. Made it taste a lot better. But hey, at least I can say I've had wolf now.
Yeah, by the way, at this point, Maximus would have cleaned himself up. He would have found any source of water possible nearby and cleaned himself up. Before cooking the wolves, because that's a health hazard. Trying to cook the wolves with blood covering you, not a good idea. Oh yeah, I'm now
tough.
I'm gonna be looking at Cook kind of with this incredulous look. Eat.
It's
We move soon.
Alright. This is your harebrained idea. I'll follow you.
What exactly is harebrained?
You know, like one of them little fuzzies. Like a rabbit. You know, harebrained. Not the hair. It looks like a rabbit, but it's not.
I
Bigger,
do not run
fluffier.
easily. Hares run easily. This cannot be harebrained idea. We are not running from, we are running to.
Harebrained meaning stupid.
At which Maximus then glares at Cook and says, "You think that anything we have done has been stupid?"
Yeah. I've been going and seeing them NSB agents inside that meeting area. Though, mind you, none of us were either the wiser for that. So,
And
I
then we
suppose that
take
wasn't your
river.
idea.
Mask
That was
sent.
my idea.
Yes, see, so we are following your, and he's using his hands to put air quotes, hair-brained idea. I do not think this idea is hair-brained. I think it is smart. It is what we are doing from what we know. We continue on. We find little ones. We tell them warning.
All right, Max boy.
Do not
Each
call
of
me
you
boy.
give me an ME roll under your ME.
Ooh, snap. Things are happening.
I did it! I got 13!
Ooh,
Just
I
by 2
got a
points, though.
17.
Oh, so
Way
you
above.
didn't.
I didn't.
So, Vaughn, as you're going through and explaining that little spiel to Cook, and you mentioned the little ones, you remember some numbers from your dream or from your sleep. It was that it's only numbers, very weak, but you do recall them now. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Throw them in the chat, please.
You've kind of got that semi-constipated look. You just remember something?
You will follow me now, Cook. We
That's
have
what I've been
place to
saying
go.
this whole time.
Oh, crack, I forgot where
I'll
we were.
follow you.
Oh.
So, wait.
Oh. That is quite the distance away. Good. Good.
Oh my. Oh my.
It's up to you. Don't know where it's at.
No, I don't. I have no idea. I'm not looking. I'm just waiting for him.
But it is going to be interesting to see how he interprets this.
Here's what we will do, Cook. And I'm now going to pull up my little GPS phone thing and start putting numbers in and poking dots and stuff. But first, let me find out where we were again. There we are. We are going to go north. We are going to go north by a very long distance. Now, you said you wanted to go to somewhere in the north? So,
I wanted to go to. I've always wanted to visit the Dakotas. Thought
that
it'd
is...
be a nice place. Good for, taking photos and stuff. And less populated, so a little easier to hide out there. Good to avoid.
We are going to go up. And we're going to keep going for a long time. We will leave this place. And as he's saying this, he stands up and he has rolled up the wolf pelts and tied them down so that they're nice and whatnot. He had cleaned them and scraped them and everything, but there's not enough time to really do much more with them than that. And then he's going to stick those in his pack.
Those are gonna reek to all high heavens.
Yes, that is the idea. And then he will put his pack on and start marching north.
Just stand
mumbling about
for a moment.
going north.
No, hang on, just one. Start chasing after.
Okay.
Why'd you want it to stink?
He looks over at Cook and says, "You'll leave pelts in other area. Wolves go there. They no longer bother you. Stronger scent in other area. Don't leave it here though. Already strong scent."
All right. Well,
So, are you heading straight north?
Up until we get to the top of that ridge again, and then
Okay.
probably. I mean, there's some houses right down on the other side of that ridge, so we don't really want to bother them. But we do need a form of transportation other than just walking. We're gonna do something risky, Cook. You see those houses down there?
At this point, I'm just blindly following you.
Clearly. You see those houses down there? We must find vehicle. Vehicle is much better form of transport than walk. So
Yeah. Well, would this be a good time to tell you I don't know how to drive?
Neither of you do.
well, I mean, Maxie knows how to drive a motorcycle.
I grew up in a small town. I just had to walk around. Took
Ugh.
local place. I knew everybody. Put my thumb up. They'll pick me up, drive me places. I never needed a car.
Ugh. Americans are so strange. If we find motorcycle, we will be fine.
All right.
All right, so we are going to sneak down to these houses and check them for any form of vehicle of which Maximus knows how to transport through. Very unlikely to actually find one, but we're going to try anyway.
So you approach the first nice little blacktop house. These are really nice houses.
Yeah, they are.
Probably have security systems.
Well, I mean, we're not going to go right up to the house right off the bat. We look first.
I shouldn't give you the benefit of the doubt, but human or Morphous?
Morphous.
Ah. I'm going to go Morphous.
Okay.
I'm going to be a bit of a distance, but it's longer night vision than Morphous.
First house. Give me a perception roll. Do either of you have enhanced smelling of any
I
type?
have enhanced eyes.
Yeah, enhanced eyes is all we're gonna. Yeah, the headlight eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. He does.
Those like beam your position.
Yeah.
Is it too good for me? Okay, not bad.
I do not have enhanced smelling. That is one thing I did
Okay,
not take.
so we're going based off of perception and hearing.
Yeah.
So
Polarized vision.
what are your rolls? What were the rolls?
15.
We got 13 on my end. Let me
Okay.
double check to see if werewolf gives me.
How close you want to get?
Within
Up to
1,000 feet.
yeah, I was gonna say up to about the tree line, so we can see the driveway and a pretty good look of the house, but not right up to their fence line.
My night vision's 1,000 feet, so bit of a distance at first for me. But if Maximus goes closer, I will follow.
Well, 1,000 feet is practically off the ridge.
Oh,
That's
then,
how
yeah,
far
I'll go closer.
you'll
Yeah.
easily see that.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I think I've got ridiculous vision too when I'm in my
Yeah, yours.
Morphous.
I think your night vision's better than mine.
So that's why you can see the houses.
Yep, it's
But
2,000 feet.
easily.
But that's just
But
darkness seeing. Not
yeah,
really
you don't see
details.
anything else, so you can approach the house. Just want to know, you're at the tree line just before. That is the weirdest white fence, rock partition, or whatever it is.
Right?
So you're there,
Okay.
and you don't see anything.
All right. I'm not going to push this house. If we don't see anything right off the bat, we'll just keep going. We'll check the tan roofed house across the road. This one we
Okay,
might.
just to some clarification here. When I'm saying you're not seeing anything, and what are you looking for? I guess it'd probably be better.
Vehicles.
Well,
Garage.
yeah. There are no vehicles.
There's a
These
garage
people
back
are
there.
strange. They have this thing called a garage.
Yeah. Where they put their carriage.
All right.
So, no, you don't see any vehicles.
No.
Is the... Hang on. Can you... Are these direct coordinates for the building we're all looking at?
No.
Can you send me direct coordinates for the building we're all looking at?
Sure. I think.
Let me
Let
see.
me verify that. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can throw it in chat too.
Yes, I will be. Yeah, that is a weird partition.
Mhm.
Great, okay. Well,
And there's no street view there, so can't go any closer.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna look at
Looks like a normal house at 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
look at Maximus. And do you reckon we should do something stupid?
You do not know how to drive car. Most people have car. Why would we do something stupid when likeliness of finding motorcycle is not actual?
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
With what we just went through, it is a risk I do not wish to take.
That's also fair. So yeah, this is why you're here. You do the better thinkings than me.
Harebrained. Stupid.
Although we could, find out
No.
if they have a motorcycle.
Maximus looks at Cook and goes, no. If no vehicle obvious and easily taken, we do not risk.
So
It's
we're
a
just
bad
gonna
idea.
keep going by foot then.
For now, we go check other houses. And Maximus will move to the tan roofed house across the road. And I know
What?
we are likely to
What?
have the exact same occurrence on each and every single one of these houses. So,
Gotta do a bit of a check before I move along. I'd like to kind of try to, from where we're at, examine the pavement in front of the garage to see if there's any tire marks that might be done from just a two-wheeled vehicle.
Well, what would we call that skill?
Investigation? But there is no investigation. No, prowling is hiding. Spot? Is there a spot skill? I don't have that.
Not exactly, no. Just looking, trying to
tracking,
see
but.
that's animals.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could track a vehicle. However, I don't know whether this would actually fit under that kind of tracking.
Unfortunately, with both of you not having the pilot skill for an automobile or a mechanical skill,
I have a mechanical skill.
what's your mechanical skill in?
I am an automotive mechanic.
Ah. Okay. You know the differences in tire tracks, so roll it.
I'm 67, so that's over my 55 in automotive mechanic.
Can't seem to discern anything that was either a vehicle or a motorcycle, or, the pavement gets scrubbed daily by the servants.
That does look like a house that would have at least maids that come by and clean.
So, just to speed things up just a little bit, I decided to use the standardization of if I see a vehicle in Google Maps, I'll allow it to be out. Otherwise, they're not out. And I went through every house and I see no vehicles.
Yep, that I did the exact same thing, which is why I kind of assumed that would end up being the case. I was like, yeah, we're probably gonna have the same result on each and every single one of these houses, but I'm still gonna check.
Which one's the biggest? Of all the ones we find, which one's the biggest?
The cyan roof or baby blue roof. or gray,
Okay.
depending on how you
Right.
look at that color.
When we get to that one, I'm going to say, all right, look at this house. This house is huge. These people have got to have a good amount of money. And what do people with a good amount of money do? They waste it on pointless things that they're never going to use. Toys that they say, oh, when I get older, I'll get around to this. I'll start doing something about it. Who's to say they don't have a motorcycle in their garage? I've got a decent idea of how to figure out how to get in there. We just, got to get in there.
Maximus will take his will find a nice position to hide himself nearby and look over at Cook and say, "Go for it. I'll cover you."
What you gonna do?
I would like to.
Ooh, good roll.
I'm gonna first make sure that he's got a good sight at the front door. Then
Okay. I'm gonna
I
assume doors under that little foyer outcropping protect them when it's raining from getting out of their car.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
people are definitely
Sweet.
wealthy.
See, definitely, they've definitely wasted money on something. They have.
Well, you know what they don't have? I don't see a pool.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, of all the things that rich people have, it's usually a pool.
None of these houses.
Have
There
one.
might be a hot tub in the back.
That does look like a hot tub. They might also have a pool indoors.
In the
Oh,
they
an
might have
indoor pool, of course.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is Colorado too. Yeah, so that would make sense. Oh goodness.
I actually
Uh,
I know someone who has a pool indoors. So
I would like to use my reshape facade ability to turn myself into an inch shorter gentleman with black hair instead, different color eyes, different shaped nose, and just in general a different look. I'll look at
Done the
Maximus.
PPE.
Yep. That is a 6 to activate. Da, 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 da. Wah! I'll look at Maximus and say, how do I look?
what have you done with Cook?
That's what I'm going for. I'll start heading towards the door.
Front door?
The front door. Yep. I'm gonna try to get myself onto a part of the road where it looks like I'm coming from the road.
Walking, not trying to be stealthful or anything.
Yeah, just walking, chill, like I'm walking with a purpose.
Oh, wow. What do you know? So you don't know how. You get up to the pavement where it's actually paved and not just dirt road, whatever that is. And it's going to be pretty obvious. You hear barking. You don't see any dogs,
All right.
but you hear barking. But that's
I'll
it.
pay no mind. Kind of take a look around like I'm curious about where the barking's coming from. Thank you, Wrigley, for contributing for the barking.
They
And I will then
have
go
realistic sound effects.
Yes, indeed. I will go continue my way to the front door.
Okay. Wow. These people are on it. So just before you get to the front door, all the outside lights come on.
Okay.
Give me a perception roll. Okay,
I
so
need
you
to
don't.
stop using this die. Yeah, that's another natty one.
Natty one.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna say you were just a little bit flustered by dogs barking. So you're kind of looking around, waiting for them to come up on you, which they're not.
Oh no, I'm still going for the door.
Oh, you are, but your
Yeah.
attention is kind of side looking for dogs to attack
Yeah, a
you.
little distracted.
Little distracted, so you don't notice any security cameras or anything else like that.
Uh-huh.
You get up to the front door.
I'm going to knock.
It like not even a second. Door opens up. You see fairly decent sized man. Black suit. Really burly build. Says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, my car seems to have broken down just down the road. I was just wondering if I could use your phone. Mine seems to not have any signal right now.
This road only goes to private residents. What you doing out here on this road?
I like to drive on dirt roads. Sorry, it's one of those weird things. I had a whole ex give me a problem about my need to. It helps me clear my brain. You hear that out there? It's all crickets and birds and stuff. Just clear air. I know there's some houses out here. I just never bothered to go about them. Thought it would look a little creepy, like someone's walking around your property. No, I don't want that either. No, you wouldn't either. But it's nice property. I figured if there's any place I'm gonna think this is a safe spot.
Give me a trust roll. It's
Oh,
your MA. You got to roll
I
under that, by the
am
way.
not a believable boy. It's not. Oh no. Come on, please. I need this to work. It would be epic if it did. That's 97%.
That's clear on the opposite end.
Opposite end! It's a
He
hard
needed to
fail.
roll under a 5.
I needed to roll under a 5. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he doesn't believe you at all. Says, wait right here for a moment, and closes the door.
You don't like rock back and forth on the feet for a moment? No. I don't think he's coming back.
Hmm.
Alright, I tried.
He's a good citizen.
Turn around, start walking away, and like, alright. Maybe I can get some signal down the road. I'm just gonna start talking to myself a little out loud and start heading back down the road. And then when we get to a forested area, or to the spot where Maximus is hiding, gonna walk by and pop into the trees and yeah, that didn't work. Also, yeah, we probably want to get out of here.
Exception,
All of us?
both of you.
Natural 20.
Someone's noticing things.
Total 21. Because I'm not in my office.
15.
Well, only the natural 20 could have picked up on this, but you hear a semi-familiar sound
Mm-hmm.
of the whoom, 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 whoom. That's kind of getting louder.
So Maximus is going to take the pelts out of his bag, leave them in the underbrush of which he was hiding, and then look at Cook and say, "Run north as fast as you can." And he's going to run north.
Uh, I will run north until we get over the ridge out of the side of the houses and then change into my office and continue running. Not running faster than Maximus the entire time. Trying to stay with him.
If you're not in your Morphous form right now, I'm faster than you.
How fast are you in your Morphous form?
20.8 miles per hour.
I am still faster than you.
In your not Morphous form?
Well, I'm actually 20.45, so I'm just a little slower than you. Out of my Morphous form. In my Morphous form, I'm 32.72.
He took a bunch of athletics and
Yeah.
aerobics or whatever. He's a athletics.
I'm a fast,
Usain Bolt here.
fast person.
Yes.
Yeah, well then
So-
you won't have much trouble keeping up with Maximus.
And you're both running north.
Mhm.
And I think before this gets into a lot of dice rolling, be a good time for a break.
Yeah, I think I agree. My heart's not pumping at all. I don't need a break.
So we shall take a 10-minute break. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
That's good. That's brilliant.
And we'll be back at, 6:25, let's say.
6:25. Perfect.
I
Ah!
am the one in
You're
control
in
of
control of one,
this.
yeah. We switched seats.
Yes.
Oh, I'm enjoying this. This is very relaxing.
We'll be right back. And we are live.
Welcome back. Are we ready to figure out what kind of trouble they're getting into?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Let's
First
do this.
off, Vaughn,
See.
I want you to give me an IQ roll. Roll under your IQ.
IQ.
I don't know, since you're keeping this to yourself, we're not talking, so I don't know if you've realized a few things yet.
Well, sorry. Come to me. I want to do a few things.
I
Okay.
got 13.
Eventually.
And my IQ is 14.
Okay. So just a little synchronization of thoughts here. You know where those coordinates are? It's in Upper Wyoming. You know there is no way the group's there. I mean, they're only a couple of days ahead of you.
No, they might not
Now,
be there, but that might be where they're going.
correct. That might be where they're going. So we're synced on that. Because
Out of quick curiosity, would my character know where Area 52 is?
No.
Okay.
But you do know that depending on how you take it, walking wise, it's going to take you, roughly 15 to 20 days to walk it. And they're walking it and carrying compound parts and pieces. Okay. Just so we're on the page there. JP, what you want to do?
I would love to. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Big old glauber spooting down the wrong tube. When I get into that facade side and facade form, knowing
Morphus?
Morphus, thank you, form, as much as I can, while still keeping sight and keeping within line sight of Maximus, do kind of like forward scouting and circle around locations, keeping an eye on the surrounding that we're at, and just trying to assess where we're moving.
So you want to
Well,
split
keeping
up?
I want to be within. It's like still within line sight of Maximus, but kind of doing wider circles around him because I have more speed.
Okay.
Quite a bit more
I
speed.
can move faster.
You're almost twice my speed, aren't you?
I'm 1.5 your speed, just over 1.5.
Are you going
We're
to continue to head north?
Yeah, so the idea here is that I go for as long as I can, get as much distance between us and that house and those pelts I just left behind. And then, it's going to sound weird, but we're going to cut east.
All right.
Okay.
And the idea here is we go past Durango.
Let's
And we
take
might
this
be,
one little step at a time.
yeah, I was going to say, we might be going for a while north before we actually cut east. But
So I was going to say, before the next set of rolls need to happen, you guys are going to be able to go north just up to that road, the next road, which has no housing on it yet. But, that might not even be a road.
I think that
I
might
can't
actually
see
be
the. No, it is a road because
yeah,
there's a
it's just a
paved
road.
road even farther north that it comes down off of. So it is. It is,
Yeah.
I think, a road that
It's
may be
barely a
following
road.
a stream bed.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're going to get up to those trees right before that road going straight north. Probably on the south side of that little expansion area. And then I need perception rolls.
Delightful.
Ooh, they're not all that serious.
Okay. I've switched back to the beautiful golden dice.
Okay.
It's 17.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. 19.
19. Great. The sound of the helicopter is louder and distinct enough to know that it is helicopters. At least 3 that are starting to pattern the area. Still a ways east of you. Not to where you can see searchlights or anything yet. That's the update for this moment. You're at that road. Continue north.
We're gonna cut little west now. So
We should
You're
should
going to
just
start losing coverage.
yeah, which is a problem.
keep cutting north.
Well, the thing
If they're
is,
directly to our east, we can pass them possibly.
probably.
Maybe.
Now, see, the thing
You
is,
have
I
to
want to.
assume that they got a report from that house. So you think that
Yeah,
they're going to center themselves on that house when they get here.
yeah. So if we go a little west, we'll put more distance between us, but still heading north. So it's like north northwest.
But
We start
west,
putting.
you see the terrain west.
Uh-huh. But do you see
You
the
get
terrain north
into
northwest?
you get into almost nothing. Flat plains.
Yeah, that's directly west.
Yes.
North
You said
northwest would be a bit more
Kind of the same that
heading
we've had so
more
far for a
more
little bit.
towards 211.
Yeah.
yeah. That'll still give you some coverage.
Yeah.
But you
Plus
also have some
Housing that
houses
way.
make it
sprinkled
helps.
in here and there.
Maybe so we
Direction?
just.
To avoid.
Yeah.
I say
Well,
we head
you got 2
towards
houses coming up straight up almost. I mean, off to
I say
northwest of you.
this general direction. Think that's the right spot. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are getting way too optimistic. That's way much farther than I'm looking right at this moment.
That is the direction I was talking about going, though.
Okay.
From where we
That's
currently are.
from where you currently are, from where I'm thinking you currently are. That's practically straight north.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see where you're seeing where we are.
I think I see it now too.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought we were a little over at the crook rather than.
I
Yeah.
thought we were more on
No.
the
No. No.
east
I see
side.
where we are.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it now. Yep.
You went.
Yeah.
I was thinking straight north from the house. That's straight north, practically from that house, and
Yeah. No. No. That is.
so
Yeah.
That is. I was centered on the wrong house. I was centered on the original house.
Yeah.
yeah.
Awkward. My bad. Yeah. Straight north.
Yeah. Straight north.
So
I'm
straight
perfect.
north.
Mhm.
Okay, you. I need distance so I can time this out. You will make it to the next road by the time they are at the house, over the house.
Oh, that's a ways away. Yeah. Oh, next road meaning the paved road right above.
Is that paved or is that dirt?
Mud
Packed
dirt.
dirt.
Packed
Packed
dirt.
dirt.
Packed dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's packed dirt.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep going north then.
Now, I will need perceptions. That is only 3,100 feet from the house.
Book it in between. Let's go in between.
Missed it by 1 point.
Right. 13.
18.
Uh, 3,100 feet. With your visions and everything, you're not going to get much detail, but you can see lights. You see, let's make it random. One chopper lands or gets really low to the ground, but you assume it just lands. One is hovering above the house, and one takes off in a direction.
Which direction did it go?
That's what I'm going to roll.
Here we go. Here we go. Please don't go north.
And it's going north.
No!
Oh, no.
It's getting closer.
Shit. Shit.
What is the
Uh,
airspeed
have-
velocity of an unladen helicopter?
At search speeds. Maybe not expecting us to be this fast?
It also depends on who's on board.
That's true.
Let's see here. That was not what the Google, you failed me.
Hopefully not for the last time. Oh, snap.
I might have to bring that helicopter in. Okay, I gotta look this up.
The
NSB
Eurocopter
has
X3?
the DARPA,
Oh, the DARPA, yeah.
the DARPA helicopter that can go 460 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
The NSB needs to acquire this one.
Please no.
It's not the one they got right now, though.
Thank the gods.
I'm going to say about 30 miles per hour for their
Okay.
search speed.
For their search speed, 30 miles per hour. Are they doing zigzaggies or just straights?
They're going straight. Beeline.
Beelining
Fine for
north.
us, Zig.
But they are doing search speed.
Well,
Neither you're a mechanic in a helicopter, so you don't know what its top speed is, but
no. If they're doing 30, I can't go 30. You can go 30, right, Cook?
We can go 32.
Nice. All right. So, I can't go 30. I think we go west.
Yeah, if they're beelining it straight north, I would suggest west too.
Going east is too dangerous because there's a lake there and it's closer to Durango. We just can't do that. We have to go west. And we can't just keep going north because if we keep going north, they'll overtake us.
Okay, from where we're at, we need to go east, actually.
you, where do you think you're at again?
Yeah, where do you think we're at?
I think...
So you are at the road.
Yeah, the dirt
when you
pavement.
see this, there is practically no cover.
Nope.
Yeah.
And if you're going to go east, you're going to follow the road.
And even if we go west, we'll follow the road.
I mean, go west, you're going to follow the road and almost have no cover.
Yeah. So if we go west, we follow houses, we follow the road, and we have no cover. If we go east, we have immediate coverage.
Well,
fairly close.
Eventually you'll have coverage, yes.
It's closer.
But you're heading
just closer
towards the lake and towards town. Or if you go north, you'll have some coverage.
The thing is, they will overtake us before
if we
we
continue
reach...
going north.
Yeah.
But if we go east for just a bit, a small, short amount of bit. We'll be out of their immediate line sight. We'll have more coverage, and then we can go north immediately after and still have plenty of coverage.
Jeopardy music, please.
Do.
Oh, fun.
Maximus will
That's
look
a
at
lock.
Cook. Maximus will look at Cook and go,
What you guys doing?
hares. And then we will run east to the trees at full speed.
Trees and shrubbery.
You get to that first good sized clump of trees just a little bit south of where the packed dirt stops.
Mm-hmm.
Give me perception rolls.
Oh, that's a good roll. 21.
The rolls are getting worse. 11.
Vaughn. JP's too focused on running.
Yep.
Vaughn, you notice something. As you're running east, the chopper is following angle. It's always coming straight at you.
I'm going to look at Cook and I'm going to say, Cook, you are faster than I am. Run. Do not stop. Do not look behind you. Just run. But that helicopter knows where we are and is following us directly. I'm going to try and lead it off. You just keep going. Do not stop. Run. And then Maximus will more or less book it west.
You also
Back the
notice the
direction he
second
came.
chopper that was hovering over the house has started to move your direction.
Yeah, I'm running west now.
What do you do?
I'm going to be like, shroud, shadows, just get in trees, hide and put your shadows.
You really think I could keep Shroud up for that long?
Just long enough.
No, not anymore. Not this time around, buddy. I got like 5 minutes max.
Oh wait, no, I'm in my Morphous form. That sound different. Well, seeing him running, I. It's a terrible idea. We're all going to die. Congratulations, Cook and Maximus are gone already. This is the end. Hang on, I need to check. Is this are these called talents? These are called talents. Do I not? Oh. Wait. Ah. Well, I'm going to be like, you idiot! Catch up to him. Grab hold of what part I can. And then borrow his Morphous. And turn into him. And then use the shroud.
Do you have enough power to do that?
I have enough to hold it until they hopefully pass.
Can you hold it for more than 30 minutes?
How long is it to... Hang on, so...
10 PPE per minute.
10 PPE per minute, so I'm looking at 25 PPE per minute to keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
That is
No.
a total of 9 minutes. I can
There you go.
hold this for 9 minutes.
You can hold it for
So-
like 4 minutes more than me.
I can hold it for 4 more. How far are the helicopters from us?
Well, the one that's above the house is just starting to move towards you, so about 3,000 feet. The other one is, let's see, distance. Say about there is about 1,700 feet. Almost to the point where you guys were at the first road.
Okay, so I don't think they'll be around us for 9 minutes. So before he leaves the brush, I would like to be able to do that and just hold it, hoping that they're going to leave before 9 minutes, because Cook is not willing to let Maximus do this. Hoping that trying to stay in a hidden spot before we fully leave the tree lines.
So
Is
when
the-
you borrow my Morphus, do you turn into me the same way I turn into me?
I would just essentially I just borrow your shape, and I can only use your talents if I've seen you use them, and I've seen
Like
you
you've seen
use
me use
this.
both of them. You've seen me use both of my
Yeah.
talents.
You only took 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Dude, I have not that much PPE, and I have the Shroud.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I only have 8 minutes because it costs 25 to get it all rolling. Yep. Boromorphous is more PPE than the shroud is to keep activated. So that's the thing that's draining most of it. Oh, I
So
don't even 8. Yeah, I have 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I'm at 24, not 25. I was at one more point. It's just a matter of how long they linger in one spot, and hoping that we're still in cover.
yeah, so Maximus, when Cook does this, Maximus will stop and wait,
You've never seen
but
me do this before, too.
he's not happy about it. And
Like I need some.
the moment Cooks is going to run out, the moment we start seeing ourselves, or rather, we feel ourselves reemerge, I'll activate mine for as long as I can. And I have, I do have 8 minutes that I can do.
You'll know exactly when that happens for me, because I will go from looking like you to looking like myself again.
Mm-hmm. So I think we have a total of 16 minutes between the two of us.
Yeah.
Or did you say you had
No,
7,
15.
not 8?
15 minutes. Yeah, we have 15 minutes between the two of us. I'm so nervous right now.
The whole time you just have a glowing eye looking directly at you.
Oh, I look like you now, so it'd be your eyes are beautiful. So you'd have glowing eyes looking at you too.
Okay. So, my dice seem to want your deaths.
Oh shoot.
The first chopper makes it to over the clump of trees and stops and hovers. And the searchlights go. 2 searchlights, one off of each side, start scanning the area. If you do nothing, the next chopper will also come up and stop over the clump of trees in another 30 seconds and start with the searchlights as well. They are not moving on.
So
We need to
the
move.
the moment they stop above us, how much time do we have transpired between when Cook started?
30 seconds for the first chopper, 1 minute for the second chopper,
So a total of
Uh,
1 minute
for a total of 1 minute so far.
so
Prowl.
far.
Can we prowl through?
Well, they can't see us, and they
They
can't hear
can't
us
sense
either.
us. I think they're only hovering over us because they sensed us in this clump and then we disappeared.
Yeah,
So now they're looking for us. So we just need to get out now.
yeah. See,
And
the
we've
the
got
test
40 minutes
here,
to do.
yeah, the test here is to move and see if they move
Yeah.
with us. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go north. We're going to go as
You'll
quietly
have to
as
cross the
possible.
road.
We're shrouded currently.
Yes, you're shrouded.
The road's open terrain.
That doesn't matter. We only have to be out of sight to turn on
Yeah,
the shroud.
you are shrouded. You are technically invisible right now.
Yeah. That that
Okay?
doesn't necessarily mean we're invisible to a tracker, but or whatever it is that can hunt us, but we don't know about those yet. So let's go. We're going to attempt to cross the road.
Yep.
And head north.
Prowls. Well, no, you're shrouded. Normal movement. Perceptions.
I am so nervous to roll this die. Gonna do it.
I got 12 on my perception.
Hey, what's your perception modifier?
2.
I got 14.
Okay.
If I keep my own, that's
Neither of you
fair.
noticed that, so one of the choppers is gonna land kind of at that packed dirt cul-de-sac at the end of the road where it's packed.
Hmm.
The other chopper is still slowly circling that clump of trees and searching its spotlights down there. No spotlights have tracked you guys.
Okay, good. We're going to keep moving then. And as now we are picking up pace if we can and moving as quickly as possible.
I need saving throws. I need your ME saving throw. If you by chance happen to have one.
So if the save versus
Oh, wait.
psionics and insanity is 0,
Roll me some percentage dice and tell me what you get.
48.
There's the other one. 6.
Really?
Yeah. Double zeros and a 6. I got 6.
Okay. Vaughn. You feel like somebody is trying to break into your mind. Another presence, another being. From kind of the area where the chopper just landed. You don't know if they were successful or not. But you're running north. You will I need to see how far you're going to get in your time frame. You're running at full speed,
Absolutely.
or who's full speed? One's faster than the other.
Probably
Oh,
mine,
well.
because
Until my PPE runs out, it's his. Well, it's his altogether.
And that's 20.
full speed miles per hour.
Yeah,
20.8. Yeah.
20. Okay. Okay, so that means if so you see that good clumping of trees north of you just before 211.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where you're going to get to at this moment. That's only another 2 minutes down on your count.
Okay.
So you've been going for 3 minutes.
Okay, still going.
And I need ME saves again. And perceptions again.
Okay.
Oh,
Much better rolls this time.
Oh my god.
18 on my perception and a
Okay.
3 for my ME save.
I
Okay.
got 13 for my perception and 55 for my ME saves.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he did really bad on his mental. He rolled a 97, which is all you had to roll under.
All right. Okay.
He has lost track of you.
Oh my word.
Oh.
But he didn't know you guys were going north.
Mm-hmm.
So both chapters are after it's going to be a little delay because he thought he was going to run you down, but he had to get back in the chopper and take off. The other chopper waited for him, and now they both are starting north again.
All right. Can we tell that the choppers are starting north? And how far do we
Yes.
get in the meantime?
You are right now 2,500 feet away from them. They're starting to head north, and they will cover that in a minute.
Yeah, so we want to
But
now go northwest. There's some more tree clumpings northwest of us.
okay, do
And
you want to go there, stop, and see what happens?
Yeah. That's what my
I
thought would
mean,
be.
it's still too close to where he lost us. It's only about 2,000
So
feet from where he lost us.
yeah, I would follow, but when we get to that clearing, I would strongly suggest like we just move straight west and follow the trees, the tree line.
You mean the clearing beyond the clump of trees that's 2,000 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay, I see which one. So we go to that clearing and then head directly west. That clearing is about 2,600 feet away from where we currently are.
Keeping with the tree line and within the
Mm-hmm.
trees.
Yeah.
Not wanting to go out into the open.
Mm-hmm.
Which case it's about
Okay.
2,300 feet away from where we are.
Yeah.
And then we go directly west from there, staying in the trees.
Okay. You're going to get to the tree clumping just below the clearing. And that's where I'm going to need ME saves again. Let's see if he's cleared his headache. Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
And perception rolls to see what the choppers are doing. I think you both rolled bad.
What did you get, Cook?
Did he get a double lock? Oh, that would be so cool if he got a double lock.
Yeah, so for my perception, I got a dirty 20,
Okay.
which is pretty cool.
Yep.
But an 84.
84.
Mm-hmm.
And Vaughn.
I got a 9 for my perception and a 97.
Shit.
The helicopters are turning towards you.
Screw it,
So
let's keep going west for a while.
Can we both tell that this is someone probing into our minds?
It feels like it. You feel something. It's not like a communication or searching for memories, but it's definitely like a ping.
Great. This is fairly cheap for me to activate, so I will activate Soul Shield. Protects me against mental attacks, probes, and the Sea Truth talent. The Soul Shield acts like a psychic mind block, preventing most means of magical or psionic probes from intruding into the Nightbane's mind. Oh wait, no, this is my own talent. I can't use it while I'm shaped like... Never mind! I can only use Maximus's talent right now.
Yeah.
You're currently using Shroud. Now,
And
I think we're far enough away
another
we can
2
drop
minutes
Shroud.
down.
Yeah. I think we're far enough away we can now drop Shroud.
If we can do that, I will drop Shroud and Morphus. Borrow Morphus. And you said that was another 2 minutes?
Yep. So pay for it.
Yep. I definitely paid for that. When we drop it, I will then activate my own Soul Shield.
Okay. You're going to head down the tree line?
Mm-hmm. Moving as fast as we can.
Okay. So basically, plot out another 2,000 feet down the tree line.
I say we pass the house.
Oh, you're definitely past the house.
Oh, yeah.
You're almost at the riverbed in the
Almost.
tree line.
Mm-hmm.
We hit that. I said we go south for a bit.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Vaughn.
Uh-huh.
Roll time. Perception from both. Only Vaughn has to roll the ME.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. I may not be perceptive, but I am at least resisting this. I got 1 on my perception, which means a total of 3, but it was a natural 1.
Okay.
And then 1 on my save. I kid you not.
A 1.
I got
A double
dirty
0 on
20
1 and a
perception.
1.
Well, you're lucky because to break the lock, you need to get under half of his.
Oh.
Which you did, of course, on a 1. So you broke the lock again. Perception, you got a natural 20?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. For a total of...
My
20.
favorite sentence.
No. And let's see here. The choppers are definitely over where you were. 2,000 feet ago. And they do look to be turning your direction. On a dirty 20, I will give you the benefit of the doubt in saying it kind of looks more like a lazy guess turn than a definite turn and going. But they see the tree line, they're like, yeah, that way.
Smart.
I say we keep heading south.
Yeah, from this point we go south.
Like they would probably follow the tree line. I don't think they would necessarily guess that we're gonna.
You are not
double
shredded.
back.
No, but we still have tree
I-
cover for another. If we stay in the trees, tree cover for God. There. I mean, there'll be a couple moments where we have to duck past some unshrouded spots, but we can go another 2,000 feet in trees. Almost. A little less than 2,000 feet.
Not really. You'd have to cross 211
Well, that would
to
be
get your 2,000.
Yeah, if we stop just shy of 2,000, though, we could be right before 211 and still in some trees.
You can definitely stop short. That makes
But
them that
see,
much closer.
That's the thing. We're not going to stop short. We are actually going to keep going. So when we get to about 211, I'm going to activate Shroud again with Cook as close as possible.
Oh, I'm sticking close to you. Now that I'm knowing that ability and I've used it myself, I love it.
Yeah, I've only
Okay.
got like 8 minutes of this, though, so be careful.
Yeah, well, I only had 1 minute left.
Okay. Where do you want to go when you get past? Where's your 2,000 point past 211? Since we're kind of at 211 and that Heritage Road.
Yeah. So
Where do you want?
do you see the relatively largish clump of trees between that's almost in the crook of 211 and Heritage Road?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I'm going for. It's about
Okay.
another 2,200 away from our last 2,000. So instead of going 2,000, we went 2,200.
Okay. This is a cat and mouse game, if ever.
Right?
Perceptions and Vaughn a save.
Please roll low. Please roll low. Please roll low.
Please roll low.
Yeah, I think I will roll low.
No, not you.
No, not
me.
you. Okay.
Vaughn, you're the deciding factor in this.
Right. I got a 20 dirty of my perception and a 11.
Nice.
18.
I cannot believe you guys' luck.
Right?
The choppers cross the riverbed and continue along those clumps of trees. They did not pick up your change to the south.
Good.
Where are you going from here?
East.
East. You're making a square.
Get
I mean,
back to our spot and then go north.
I don't want to go east. I kind of want to go northeast.
Okay, I'm good with northeast.
Yeah.
Let's not run into the house that we already ran into.
Yeah, and also
Let's go
the
north.
idea here is to stay in the trees and get back to where we first started heading west and then go north again.
Cross 211, get into that tree line, follow that up 211 until we get to that thick tree part and then head north.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
I need to plot this out and see if. Okay. His 2,000 feet is going to take him right up to 141. And then they're going to see lots of wide open fields. Wow, that's a pretty big residential area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There is a clump of trees over that way. Okay. And you're 2,000 feet. Will not get you to the big clump of trees, but staying in tree line will get you. Oh, that is a house. It's here. I'm sure you want to avoid the house. We'll get you to about there. So from there to where he's at, there. Oh, damn. 400 feet still within his range. Vaughn,
Why?
give away your position again, please. No.
No.
Let's find out.
Well, this is a
Perception
make or
with
break
it?
roll.
Is this perception
Let's
with
see what
it?
he rolls. Oh.
9
On your perception or in your save?
on my save.
Unbelievable.
That is pretty unbelievable. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at this going, 9?
What's the matter, JP?
Oh, I'm really hoping that worked.
It worked. He rolled a 20.
Oh my word!
Oh, this dad that worked by 1%.
After you said that I had to get below half of what he got, I was like, even low numbers are still a threat.
Yes?
Oh.
You lost him. By going in a circle, basically.
About how
For the
much
moment, you
time?
have lost him.
Oh, snap.
So is 2,000 feet about 1 minute?
At your speeds, yes.
Okay, so that is
So if he ever tried to look into my mind, he actually does need to do a save versus psionics.
You mean he had to save that whole time? Oh my god.
He had to. He had to. So, to finish the description, which I didn't finish reading, which I should have, most importantly, while the soul shield is up, any spell or power that tries to control or dominate the Nightbane's mind will automatically fail. Those who attempt to read the protected character's mind will see only a pool of utter darkness. The mind reader psychic will find it very difficult to pry himself from the darkness. A save versus psionics is necessary roll every melee round, and until he does, he will be unable to do anything other than stare vacantly into space.
Gotcha.
oh
Doesn't apply.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Okay, I thought maybe you got to save to still find you.
Oh, no. Sweet.
That would have been
Make your
hilarious though.
Okay. At this moment, they are following the wrong path,
Good.
and he's going the wrong direction. He shall be out of range. Of course, that doesn't mean he will understand he's out of range and come back, maybe. We'll see.
By then we hope
Where
to
you-
be long gone north.
Okay, give me your path, and I will figure out where they're going. So you're going to hit that heavy clump of trees, ride
quick-
it up to the top of it, I guess you would say.
Yeah, quickly so that I'm going to ping where I think we are.
Okay. Get
Let me know if
everybody
this
on
is
the
what you
same
guys were
page.
thinking. After all is said and done, that last clump of trees that we wanted to go back to.
Yes, that's where I think you are.
Perfect.
Where are you going from that point?
North.
Okay. Still full speed?
Yeah.
Yep. Full speed, keeping eyes pried out.
Okay. Let's say going north, I'll give you to where the trees end, and you've got that huge open space right before 141.
Mm-hmm.
Got me.
I'm just gonna do a nice look around of the area, look over the open space, check the airspace, check the roads, see what kind of traffic we've got.
Perceptions.
15.
Okay.
8.
Well, you do not hear or see any choppers at the moment. Damn. Trying to think of how long all that took so I can give you a time of day.
That took about 30 minutes total.
Yeah.
Except instead of them being boys, they're homeless men.
Yeah. Let's say, just for the sake of a few things, 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Okay.
Okay. Pretty dead then, right?
The more north
What?
you go, the more populated it starts to get, though.
Yeah. Now you definitely see the house and junkyard vehicles, whatever that guy's got going on in his little area there. A bunch of different vehicles, which probably none of them run. It looks like he junks them, but you never know. But it's definitely wide open. And no choppers at the moment.
Book it. I say we just book it.
Yeah. Because I have 4 minutes of shroud time. It should be about a minute to get about 2,000 feet. So if I turn it on for just 1 minute, we could get across that open space and turn it off when we get back to this clump of trees over there.
Okay.
And that'll be
So,
just 1 minute.
the way I'm going to handle this. Are you going to stop at that house and do anything stupid? No.
No, no, we've already done something
Just
stupid
kidding.
today. We're just gonna move on.
No,
So-
I'm still thinking about the tracker and people poking in my head.
So I'm going to take this next sprint as from 141 up to 160. That's through what I would consider for this area, fairly populated area. There's lots of houses. There's still lots of trees. So you're not out in the open or anything. But there are going to be some chance encounters. And, of course, chance that the choppers magically somehow find the right direction. So,
That is 1.6 miles.
yeah. Give me a couple rolls. Damn, very first roll.
This is perpetual runaway squad. How may we
Today
help
it
you
seems
today?
to be. If you could just get out of this area.
Uh-huh. Trying.
Not
I'm doing
not gonna
my
lie.
Okay.
man.
Maximus is getting annoyed by these.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 2 10s in a row.
Yeah.
This may not work. Okay. And okay. So I am going to put you. Oh, damn. I clicked on something and there happened to be a view. Now I'm lost. There, come back. Happen to be a street view. I am going to put you right there. So I am looking at this coordinates. So let's everybody get at the same point. And I need to make 3 rolls. Didn't care. Didn't care. Unbelievable. Well, these people like their sleep. So what happened was between this little run, at 3 different points, you spooked the dogs and got the dogs barking at the houses. In all 3 instances, the residents didn't care.
Good.
I think that happens.
That
So
happens all the time here.
you are there. You're by that road in that clump of trees. I assume probably just follow that clump of trees up north to the bend.
Yeah, cold glutch.
Yeah, cold glutch, and try and cross somewhere there.
Yeah.
And if you can cross there, I will only do 1 more roll for the search, and you're out of it completely. So, come on. Time for that ot 1. Time for that ot 1.
No. We need to rest for days.
You are out of the search entirely. You've
Whew.
made it. So,
PPE left.
let's say, how long do you want to go for? You're just going to keep moving to, say, 8 a.m. or 6 a.m. or do you want to stop early or?
So if you go further north from where we are currently at, Cold Glutch area, there's some
You
nice
got it.
trees over by the appraisals by Gazella and that road there, 207.
Mm-hmm.
If we get to those trees in general, we can hide pretty well in them because they're nice thick cover there.
Where are you looking?
North of Cold Glutch. Let me
Okay, that's Cold Glutch.
yeah, let me get a quick coordinate drop.
Here's what I was thinking. Can we, that main road up there, I say main road, the Lightner Creek Road, farther north over that ridge, do we get past that before daybreak?
You can,
Oh.
yes.
Oh, I was saying we stop right before there.
I was thinking if we can get past that before daybreak, we should keep going. So Cook will, with Maximus saying we should stop him. You know what? I think I've got a little bit of your skepticism now, and I think we should keep going a bit. I reckon it'd be a good idea to put as much distance from us and them as possible. You never know; they could bring in more choppers and widen their search parameters. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I could hold up that shape again.
Maximus will be looking at Cook pretty sternly. These are thick trees. Over there, not so thick.
You bring a fair point to the table. That is true. And of course, if you want to settle up here in these thick trees, now stick with your plan.
Keep in
I
mind, I'm
would
still in
suggest
amorphous
you
form.
head up the thick tree line to like the point where Lightning Creek Road starts heading almost pure north. You know, that little spot.
Yeah,
Because that gets you away from most of those residents.
a nice, good
You don't know
extra,
kids and dogs playing in the forest in daylight.
extra
We'd eat them
drop
anyway.
Yeah, but that might raise some alarms.
It's true.
I know the kids and dogs won't be a problem. It's just
It was a wild bear. It's all right.
it
Yeah,
could go
I
for
think we
that.
should. I think I agree. That's a good idea.
there. Mm-hmm.
Cook would press to go continue north, but would settle down if Maximus didn't want to.
Okay.
We can compromise, Cook. We can go northwest, staying in these trees.
Hit the ridge line.
Yeah. And then Maximus heads that direction, staying in the
Alright.
trees.
I reckon that's not a bad idea. I think I'll be going along with that idea. I'll follow after him.
Okay. So it's only going to be about 4 a.m. to get to that point. But it is a good point to
Rest.
camp for the night.
Rest up.
If you want to start again at 10 p.m.,
Yeah.
you're looking at 18 hours.
Yeah, well, I mean,
18.
I need the rest. My PPE is all
Yeah.
used up.
So you could do two, a shift of 9 and a shift of 9.
Yeah,
Or
let's do
you could
that.
both sleep and chance it.
I don't know if we need to sleep for 9 hours straight, but staying rested, like just staying chill, keeping a general eye out and an ear out for any helicopter noises.
I mean, you could sleep
Oh.
for 9 hours straight right now. You
Oh,
guys
easily. Yeah,
have
that's true.
exhausted yourselves.
Yeah, we very easily could. I'll say, I fell asleep last time around. That's on me. If you don't mind, maybe we should do 3-hour shifts.
Broken sleep, not always so good though.
Yeah.
It ain't, but with how tired we are, I don't think I could stay up for longer than 4 hours at a time.
Maximus will look Cook up and down. You take first sleep, I'll take first watch.
Alrighty then. I'll just fall on the ground and fall asleep.
Okay.
And Maximus will post up and start keeping watch. In Morphus form.
For 9 hours, there'll be 2 encounter rolls. So give me 2 perceptions, and I like these dice. They seem to be rolling low for encounters. So,
Come on.
I gotta look at my table. I think I might have hit the end of it. Nope. Damn.
My first perception is a 7.
Nothing happens.
My second perception was a 5.
Nothing happens.
Oh my goodness, I am so lucky. Those were two really terrible rolls.
9 hours pass. No events.
Excellent.
Switch places. Mm-hmm.
Quick confirmation. Technically, since our Morphous form is our true form. We can sleep in it, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
It takes a conscious thought to change back and forth.
Awesome.
You can die in your Morphous form.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, after that, Maxie will wake up Cook, and
No,
then
no, sass.
Hancock, give me a roll underneath your Emmy.
Hokey dokey, artichokey. 8. That's underneath my ME. I did it, Ma.
And in your sleep, you got those numbers.
oh, now you have the numbers.
I got the numbers. When you wake me up, it's just like, no, sauce. Oh, hey, that's where we're going.
Maximus groans and then grunts and says, "Your turn," and then goes and finds a very shaded, very out of the way spot and curls up. Massive, 12-foot tall beast curls up and falls asleep.
I will go into my Morphous form, hop in a
Okay.
tree, and take my watch.
Maybe you get both attacks this time.
No, let's hope not. Well, it
First,
would be interesting to show off my skills.
first one. Ooh.
Oh dear. I shouldn't have spoken.
Hmm?
It gave me a natural 20 finally,
Awesome.
for a total of 23.
23.
Yeah.
Ha! Okay. You hear somebody approaching.
Just one?
Only sounds like it.
They're coming our way?
Seem to be.
I will try to...
You got a natural 20?
I got a natural 20, yeah.
You see something maybe orange moving between the trees.
Orange. Might be a deer.
Bright
I'm gonna
orange.
bright. Oh, it's a hunter. I'm gonna stay hidden in the trees. I'm not gonna make a noise. And if they get above me, I will reach down and twist their head off.
Above you or below
Below
you?
Below
you.
me, yeah. If they get below me, I will reach down and twist their head off.
You're mean. That's going to be what, a prowl, sir?
That will be a prowl. Okay.
Mr. I can disappear into the darkness.
Hopefully. Okay, my prowl's pretty good. I need to roll below 60%.
As he falls out of the tree.
Just watch me roll 100. Oh. 18.
Oh, nice.
You stay hidden. He
Is
will
it a
not
hunt?
directly. It is a hunter.
Does he
Somebody.
see Maximus?
Maximus is up in a tree.
I'm not up in a
Oh,
tree. I'm in a nice shaded and out of the way, as dark as possible spot in the trees.
well, let's see if he sees him then. It's
I
not a
do not
very good
have.
hunter at the moment.
Yeah, I do not have the climbing prowess that our
Ah,
Wendigo has.
oh. Not only does he not see you guys, he probably gets within, let's say, 100 feet, but that's as close as he gets.
Okay. I will let him be. If he gets any closer, and he gets close enough to me, or looks like he notices Maximus, I would like to, rip his head
Kill
off.
him.
No,
And then hide his body in the trees and take his gun.
he will mosey on. Second encounter, watch. We're all You know, the NSB is on my chart. If I could ever roll them.
Please don't.
What'd you get? A 1?
I got a natty one.
I don't know. That dice has failed you more than it's helped you, I think.
That's 3 natty ones and one 120. I'm retiring you for a moment.
That is
But
my kind of dice.
I didn't roll an encounter, so nothing happened.
Oh, thank the goodness.
You got caught up watching a squirrel do something.
Cook, the best watchman
Oh.
ever.
Yep.
Falls asleep,
I
watches squirrels.
Hey, I caught the hunter.
I mean, that's true.
It could have been bad.
That could have been very bad for the hunter.
So you both got 9 hours of sleep.
Sweet. Do we regain PPE while resting?
You get 5 PPE per hour of a meditative rest.
Or meditative, I guess.
Yeah,
watching
being on watch is
not
not
considered meditative. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So we are at the 26th, 10 a.m. 10 p.m. Sorry.
6th, 10 p.m.
And you both know where you're going now.
Mm-hmm.
Or you both have a set of coordinates. Maybe I should just put it that way. Heading straight north. You're going to have a pretty easy time of it until you get the Telluride. Being August, it isn't technically open.
While we're going, I would like to try to keep as much of an eye out for signs of a larger group moving through. Essentially, I'm keeping my eye out for the resistance people, just in case. Maybe we'll run into them on the way there.
Where is Telluride?
Odds of that are very
Astronomically
slim.
low.
Yes.
One can hope. Rebellions are built on hope.
Yes.
Where is Telluride, Telluride, Telluride? I am lost.
Me too.
Nothing but forest. Nothing but forest.
And this
Monument
Colorado
Hill.
Trail.
So Telluride is at the junction of 145. Why are all the roads called 145? That's weird.
What?
145 goes up and then splits both east and west into 145. I don't know what's going on. That's weird. But the Telluride Ski Resort and Mountain Village and all, it's a mini little town out there on the side of the mountain. As long as you stay on the west side of 145, you won't run into it.
Where's 145?
Let's see. Where are you guys now? Okay. If you go straight north, you're going to run into 145. You can't miss it.
That's 207 on my map.
There's 207. I might be going. Where are you at? Okay.
207.
So we're there. 207 is like directly beside you.
Us. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking
beside us.
miles,
Okay, miles.
above you is 145.
204.
In fact, it is approximately 31 miles above you.
Okay, I've gone too far at this point then.
Um,
45, you said?
145. Yeah.
No, I mean miles above us.
Oh, 31.
31. Okay.
By in the Black Hawk Mountain, Anchor Mountain, Gray Rock Peak area.
I will
Okay, fine.
find this.
Let me ping this spot
I see Black
where
Hawk.
I'm looking.
I found it. I just had to measure myself up there.
31 miles
Caton
is a
campgrounds
good
nearby.
pace, but that's about where you're going to hit for the day.
Yeah.
So if you continue up 145, eventually you hit 145. Doesn't make sense. It splits east and west, and there's the Telluride Resort and the Telluride Regional Airport. That's going to be your next big thing to avoid.
Oh, I see. Telluride
I'm
Brewing
still lost. I
Company.
can't find it, but that's
Here,
okay.
I got you. I got Telluride right here. Right.
But you're stopping before that.
Yeah, that's
I
Telluride,
would
and then
say,
what you posted is.
I would say here. Let me. That is where you were.
Oh yeah,
Why
this
did
is
you
where we
go
were.
back to where you were? Dang it.
On Point, Lightning Creek. Lightning Creek again.
I posted where Telluride is in the chat for Discord.
What the heck was that in comparison to where we were?
North?
I didn't see any of this. I might not have gone far enough.
Maybe.
Would be weird.
For some reason. But anyway, I'm going to post. This is where I think you're going to get to today.
Yes, yes.
There's the Telluride. Oh. That's a very beautiful forested area.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I'm happy to go all the way there. Is that in Wyoming?
No,
No.
Oh, no.
not even
Wow.
close.
No.
We are
You're not
just
even
on the
past
wrong
70
side.
yet.
No,
No.
not even on the wrong. We should get a grey bus. We should just take a bus. Come on.
Remember when I said 15 to 20 days to walk there?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's not just in Wyoming, it's clear on the north side of Wyoming.
Inside of
Yeah.
Wyoming.
So, think this is a good place to stop for the night?
I mean, it's a nice,
Yeah.
thick, forested area. I think this is a great place to stop for the night.
It's a beautiful, thick forested area. If we stop going to that point, or starting at that point, it just that means starting next week, stuff might be about to hit the fan.
I don't know. If you can avoid some things, I think you got away from the Durango search now.
Yeah, the
We did pretty
Durango
well.
one.
How many days was that? Would our PPE be completely regened?
That was one day to get to that
That was
point.
one day to
One
get
day
to
to
that
get
point.
to that
Yeah.
point. One day.
One day of walking is where you walk, so
We
Yeah,
haven't
and
even
keep in mind,
slept yet.
more than 90% of that is us in our Morphous form, so we're not going slow.
No, we're not. We're going pretty fast.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good distance to travel in one
Mhm.
day.
That was a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
30 miles in the mountains. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
We'll get
But
back.
it was good because you got into an area where there was nothing that you really needed to avoid anymore.
Yeah, and they
You could book it,
weren't actively searching us here.
and they weren't actively searching.
So if we can avoid
uh,
any encounters like that again,
You
cook.
almost
thanks,
met a
nuts.
tracker.
And
You're not going to avoid them.
I mean, we have a sense that they exist now, and
You know,
yeah. So
something exists that seems to be able to track you.
yeah.
Here's what I put it. Here's what I put in the enemy's uh, document. Tracker. During our flight from Durango, we were harried by what seemed to be a psychic tracker. That's it.
Yep.
That's all we
My
know.
block
Good
worked.
enough.
Definitely psychic of some kind. And someday, those of you from home will understand why we ran like hell from these people instead of
Yeah.
facing them.
The
Some
last time
point.
we faced them, the only reason we survived was because of really
Luck.
poor rolls on their part and a little bit of ingenuity on Maximus's part because he was throwing the guy continuously.
Oh, and I got the final kill. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I
That's
would throw the
dramatic.
guy, keep the guy further away from me, and not actually attacking every
Hey.
round.
Hey, you got to give Cook some credit. He stunned half the boys.
Oh no, Cook did a really good job. Like
Yeah.
between the two of us, if one of us was not there, the other would be dead
Oh, yeah,
I
easily.
think
without a
I
doubt.
think we're a good combo. If
Hmm.
you don't have the PPE to do it, I can do it. It's gonna cost me a lot more, but I can do it.
But that was just standard run-of-the-mill regular NSP agents.
Uh-huh.
That
Hmm.
wasn't anybody from the Nightlands.
We
Oh,
went
That
up
wasn't
against a
we are so
bug.
dead.
some of
Don't
those
get
other ones.
attached. I'm gonna make a spare character just in case.
I mean, I did
I'm
wake
not
up
gonna
this morning thinking up a bunch of different character
not gonna
things.
throw
So
you guys into the Nightlands right away.
This did not turn out to be a golden snitch.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed in this die right now. I want to put it in the trader bin, but it's too pretty and it's so new.
Mhm.
So encase it and make it a paperweight on your desk. You can look at it, how pretty it is, but you'll never roll it again.
It's true. It is a good display dice. That was good. That was very good. Thank you very much. I am already excited for next week
Me
and
too.
massively distracted for tomorrow. So this is going to be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on our
It just gave me
initial.
that 20.
Yeah, what it didn't count. See,
Sorry.
All right.
it's got a mind of its own and went, "Meh, here's your 20.
Fine, have a nat 20. All right,
And
guys.
now I'll give you 5 more nat ones.
I just rolled my percentage die and it gave me a 5.
Yeah, that was some good rolling to get out of that lock and to avoid him.
Those double ones, though, that I rolled, the one on the percentage die to avoid being hit, but the one on my perception because I wasn't paying attention. Oh,
You're mentally concentrating on not being found.
yeah. Ooh, shock and disbelief. It only did it once.
It's because I closed my chat bot.
Oh, okay, smart. All
Well,
right.
there it is.
Join us tomorrow to see what the D&D group does.
Yeah. We've got two tabletop groups going on. Very exciting. And tomorrow.
With Alibaba.
Alibaba.
I'm excited for that.
Alibaba is a wonderful human being. He's not human though. Yeah, I'm just going to talk like this until you know. Switch over to the close screen. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night.